Jharkhand's chief minister, or former chief minister now, Hemant Soren, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, as I said, he is the former chief minister, and these are the visuals of his resignation letter that you will see on your screen. In a high drama that unfolded over the last few hours, Hemant Soren, along with his MLAs, reached the governor's house and tendered his resignation. And Hemant Soren was accompanied by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, there was a FIR filed against the Enforcement Directorate under SC/ST Act based on the complaint of Hemant Soren, who was the chief minister, well, at that time at least, and that's about just a few hours ago, where he has claimed that the non-SC/ST people, that's referring to the probe team, tried to humiliate him, and the BMWs were not his, neither was the illicit cash. Congress leader Subodh Kant Sahai has said BJP has destroyed the federal structure, an allegation that has been repeated by several across the opposition parties. Remember, Hemant Soren was being questioned since 1 in the afternoon. This after high drama that unfolded in Ranchi, after what Enforcement Directorate claimed as an untraceable chief minister for almost 35 hours, after he was reportedly at some point seen in Delhi. And remember, while Soren was untraceable according to the Enforcement Directorate, another former chief minister, Lalu Prasad Yadav, was questioned for almost 10 hours in land for job scam. A day later, Tejaswi Yadav, former deputy chief minister of Bihar, in the same case. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has got his 5th summon by the Enforcement Directorate in the liquor policy case, even as 2 of his key ministers, including the deputy chief minister, is in jail currently in the same case.
That the manner in which this scam was started, in fact, the legacy records of the land was changed. Interesting facts of this case, briefly, I will mention, is the fact that the Bengal province was in existence before 47. The land records we are talking about here showed West Bengal as a different as a part of 1947. Now, West Bengal came into existence much later, and those are the facts that that were investigated by the Enforcement Directorate. Having said that, obviously opposition will target, what opposition is saying is that Centre has been using Enforcement Directorate in particular to target opposition leaders.
चंपाई जी, क्या कितना खुशी है? अब आप हैं, अब चीफ मिनिस्टर आप हैं।
चले बाद में बोलेंगे।
हेमंत जी ने इस्तीफा दे दिया, कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे?
नहीं, अभी नहीं बोलेंगे। हम बोल दिया सरकार।
That was the exclusive reaction of Champai Soren, and Hemant Soren has been there.
विधायक दल के नेता के रूप में चंपाई सोरेन को हम लोगों ने चुन लिया है। महामहिम राज्यपाल महोदय से निवेदन करने आए हैं कि उनको ओथ कराएं।
अभी तो हिरासत में है। आपने देखा होगा कि ईडी की टीम के साथ माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी गवर्नर के पास गए हैं। सुनने में आ रहा है कि इस्तीफा देने गए हैं, उसके बाद ही आगे की रणनीति तय होगी। तमाम हमारे विधायक साथ में हैं, मंत्रीगण साथ में हैं, तो शायद इस्तीफे के बाद सबको जाने।
मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय हेमंत सोरेन जी को जिस तरह से लगातार एक किया जा रहा था, आज उन्होंने तय किया है कि वो इस्तीफा दे रहे हैं, और हमने अपना लीडर आदरणीय चंपाई सोरेन जी को चुन लिया है, और उसका दावा हम लोग प्रस्तुत करेंगे। सारे विधायक हमारे साथ हैं। विधायकों को अंदर पहले जाने दिया गया, फिर बाहर किया गया। अब ये देखते हैं कि राज्यपाल महोदय अगर बुलाएंगे तो हम लोग सारे विधायकों के साथ पैरेड कर पाएंगे।
Amid all these reactions that were coming in, you also saw the reaction of Champai Soren, who has taken claim to be the next chief minister of Jharkhand. I'm being joined right now by Tushar Gupta, who's a political analyst. Tushar, so much that has happened in just about few minutes, possibly just an hour and a half, but the build-up was very clearly evident, particularly since the last 48 hours. What next?
When it comes to state governments, it appears, first Bihar and now Jharkhand. But look, the opposition may want to cry witch hunt. The opposition may want to say that the ED is being used by the centre. But the facts of this case are very, very clear and also very, very disturbing. We are just not talking about land grabbing. We are talking about land grabbing of government land, which is not for sale. We are talking about records being tampered with. And these are records that are really, really old. Some date back to 1947. And then that land was sold at a price lower than the market price. First, that land was not supposed to be sold. But when it was sold through some bogus companies
Absolutely.
at an undervalued price. And then there were kickbacks. So even within the land grabbing scam, there are several layers that the ED has been investigating for a long, long time. If you look at
Very,
the
very
mining
true.
case,
And this has been going for a very long time. So many summons also, 10 summons.
Nation. इसमें रोल पीछे बैठोगा This is an important development which is happening in this case. And if you can show some light. पीछे
मैम
थोड़ा पीछे होइए
मैम
थोड़ा पीछे चलिए
उधर कौन है
Priyank, whom are you talking? Priyank is trying to get the reaction from somebody at that point. Huge action and drama that is unfolding,
Yes.
even as the arrest of Hemant Soren has been made official. Priyank, what are you picking up? What is happening around you?
Certainly, we were trying to see that whether we can manage to. Yes, certainly we were trying to see that whether we can finally manage to get the visuals of the Jharkhand former Chief Minister Hemant Soren or not. But what it appears that Hemant Soren is not here in this particular vehicle. Although the ED officials are here, we wanted to get this particular confirmation before breaking this piece of information because this is very important. So all these vehicles which is belonging to the carcade of the Jharkhand Chief Minister is here, and that is important because what we feel that Hemant Soren was supposed to be brought here by the ED officials who we'll have to give me some more time before we can get some clarity.
Carcade is here. And I know you're doing your verifications firsthand, but when you say the carcade is here, what do you mean by that?
Which means that the CM, the former Chief Minister of Jharkhand, has been brought to the ED's office. These are the specific numbers, the 1101, which is supposed to be of the Chief Ministers of Carcade, which has been used, which means that Hemant Soren has finally been brought to the ED office here in the state of Jharkhand, and the family members of Hemant Soren have also started coming in.
This is big, Priyank. What are we expecting now? I mean, he's been officially arrested. So what next?
Hemant Soren, I beg your pardon because there is so much of chaotic scene here, and I was trying to put in some official information also. So Hemant Soren was brought here by the officials of the Enforcement Directorate, and soon after that, if you can see the
Priyank, go ahead. So you are saying right now the Chief Minister has been brought to the Enforcement Directorate office and his family members, relatives have also started coming in.
Yes. The former Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren, who has just resigned from the post of the Chief Minister of the state of Jharkhand, who has now been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, has finally been brought to this Enforcement Directorate office here in Ranchi. And the visuals can also be established when we spotted that the son of Hemant Soren, who was wearing a hoodie, had also gone inside the ED's office. This is the vehicle which belongs to the CM's carcade. These are the official vehicle which has a similar sort of registration number which was used by Hemant Soren, has been used to bring him here. The family member's vehicle is also been said to be along with the carcade so that they can at least talk to him before he is formally being taken for any kind of further interrogation. So that was the particular point which was discussed, and these are the exclusive visuals where we are showing you that Hemant Soren's car kit has been brought here. So it's official that Hemant Soren is inside this ED office in Ranchi.
Right, Priyank, thank you very much for all of those details. We'll allow you to continue with whatever you need to verify and find out, and we'll return whenever you have any other update. Thank you very much for all of these details. Let me just get back to my guest, Tushar Gupta, at this point. Tushar, really sorry for keeping you wait, but this is how politics really unfolds. Now official that the Jharkhand former Chief Minister Hemant Soren has been produced before the Enforcement Directorate's office. He is in the Enforcement Directorate's office. Now, really, the narrative that is going to be built up around this, these are very strong allegations. These are corruption cases that we are talking about. Almost 10 summons that were defied. A chief minister, quite frankly, for the first time possibly, is being told by the probe agencies that he is untraceable. This has not happened before, and then he suddenly arrives. He does a high-level meeting with his MLA. So much of political drama that really unfolded. But now it's not really over yet.
Not Sneha, it's not over. The questions would also be asked of the Congress now as to if they want to continue with the government as corrupt as this. See, the chief minister being arrested is exceptional. Even in the Indian political setup, no sitting chief minister has ever been arrested. Most of them have tendered their resignations, as Lalu Prasad Yadav once upon a time, when Rabri Devi became the chief minister, as Hemant Soren today. But questions would also be asked of the Congress. Now, again, I'm emphasizing this. The ED can be blamed. The center can be blamed. But the facts of this case are damning. Look at the illegal mining case. In an office of profit position, the chief minister, the former chief minister, allotted himself some mining contracts as the sitting chief minister. Now, that is a very serious conflict of interest. What about the value of the resources that were mined and extracted? Where have they been sold? So within every scam, there are several layers that need to be unearthed. There would be a lot of facts coming in, a lot of numbers that would be coming out. And the center, or rather the investigation agencies, would be coming out with these facts very, very soon. So the opposition also does not have ground here. They can claim the same old rhetoric that it's been, a witch hunt of sorts. But the facts totally do not make a case for former Chief Minister Hemant Soren.
But let's also face this fact, Tushar, one thing that the opposition has been reiterating time and again. The heat seems to have come on in a year or around a year when you have a big election that's playing out. Whether it be in Jharkhand, whether it be in Delhi, whether it be in Bihar. These that the opposition is alleging repeatedly that the chief ministers here or the government here is being targeted. And this is not only these states that have been alleging. You've had in the past, whether it be Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal, Pinarayi Vijayan in Kerala, whether it be MK Stalin in Tamil Nadu, all these chief ministers have said before even state elections, there are these central probe agencies that are launched upon them, and nothing else but an election gimmick, and they suddenly vanish after the election. So this is not just one or two states. These are state chief ministers repeatedly across states alleging.
When do we do not have elections? We had Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan in 2023. We had UP in 2022. We had West Bengal in 2021. And so did we also have Bihar in 2020. And 2019, we had the Lok Sabha elections. So, I mean, the opposition parties probably can come together and suggest a window as to when the investigation agencies should do their work. But look at the irony. In Delhi, when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party, it wasn't the BJP that called for an investigation. It was the Congress party, the Delhi Congress unit, that went about calling for investigation into the liquor policy scam. In West Bengal, the kind of money that has been unearthed is for everyone to see. There's no hidden secret here. So when these chief ministers allege that the investigation agencies are being misused, do they really have a case? And not one of these chief ministers have approached the court. Again, I keep saying this. It's all good to make this argument before the media and before the people that we are being hounded. But why would you not approach the highest court in this land, the Supreme Court, which guarantees you your fundamental rights through the Constitution? Why would you not do that? And yet all of them have been working in investigation agencies. Evidence has been unearthed. And tell me, Sneha, when was the last time any chief minister, any individual for that matter, skipped 10 ED summons? Kejriwal has been skipping 5. He's fast catching up, but skipping 10 ED summons, then going missing for 2 days as the chief minister, and then suddenly
Fair
reappearing
enough,
in your
Tushar,
residence.
just to play the devil's advocate here quite literally, and I really don't know, Tushar, who's the devil here, whether it is the centre or whether it's the opposition rule states. I'm no one to decide, but just because we don't have the other side, there are many firsts. It's not just a chief minister or a former chief minister who skipped 10 summons, but there are so many firsts that are playing from both the sides. So it's not really one side, quite honestly. But thank you, Tushar, for joining us with all of those details. Politics at its best or worst, we really don't know. But a matter of 1.5 hours, you have a chief minister possibly who's changing. In Jharkhand, one has resigned, the other has staked claim. But this possibly a drama that's a sequel to what happened in Bihar, where you had one chief minister resign, join another party with the BJP and form the government again, become the chief minister again. All of this and much more expected as we close into the big 2024 elections. Thank you very much for joining us. It's time for a short break. On the other side, do tune in as India shifts focus to one of its big challenges, that's women in its workforce.